Hello fellow doodlers, so before I get started I'm just going to give you a heads up. I was sick last week, that's why I didn't post, and my voice is still a little off from it, and I still have a cough, so if I just randomly cough while I'm recording this, sorry, I'll try to cut it out. So I've mentioned a new character in a few videos, and that was Fintan's girlfriend/crush, and I finally finished her! No thanks to you. The only thing I'm unsure about is her name, which is currently Brianna, so, that sounds wrong when I say it. I'm probably going to change it, but currently Brianna, so I will refer to her as such for the duration of this video. Look at me using big words. So, my inspiration was pretty low on Brianna for a while. All I knew was she was from another group and met Fintan when he let himself get kidnapped. Classic way to get information. A lot of my inspiration comes when I'm washing dishes, listening to music. So that happened again. I was doing that and the song Power came on. It was my first time hearing it and I was like, oh, I kind of like this beat. Now that I think about it, it might actually be my second, but I don't know. But then the song drops and I see her in the middle of a freaking fiery tornado. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was so excited. I hurried up and washed the dishes and texted my friend, like, full of excitement. Like, oh my gosh, I finally figured it out. And I got started on the design. This was the spread that I sketched. I had a pretty good idea of what I wanted her to look like since, I saw her in a fiery tornado. The only thing I wasn't sure about was, like, her size, clothes, and hair color. Like, originally, she was going to have black hair. She wasn't going to have, a naturally colored hair. So, while sketching, still listening to music, by the way, I figured out her whole backstory, current story, and up until the blank space in the story that's laughing maniacally at me. I don't want to give any, big spoilers. The story is technically supposed to turn into a webcomic if I ever get it finished. So I'm going to try to gloss around those while I explain. Brianna is the Masked One's interrogator. She's very low on the, position? Power? She's like a lesser cursed, pushed around a lot, not respected. I'll bet you can understand what I mean. Her curse or ability is to control already existing fire. Just to be clear, Fintan makes his own fire. She controls already existing fire. Fintan doesn't have that. He can't control already existing fire, he can only control stuff that he has made. Fintan has never met another fire cursed and is immediately interested. When he met Brianna, she was only able to control a small flame, from a lighter. This confused him because an elementalist, a curse that uses fire, water, earth, or air, are rare and very powerful. The answer to this is a big spoiler, so I'm not telling you, but through events that happen by the time Fintan actually gets out of his fake kidnapping scenario, his interest has turned into more romantic feelings. Oh, I sigh just thinking about the scenes that I have in my head that I haven't written down yet. It's kind of like an enemies to lovers thing going on. I'm not good at romance, you'll have to be patient with me while I figure out the complex workings of romantic chemistry. Anyways, Brianna has a problem of constantly thinking she needs to prove herself, believing she isn't worthy of anything, and a lot of this is to do with the manipulation she's been through most of her life. She has a short temper, gets frustrated easily, and is pretty jumpy. Fintan is the first person to actually respect her, and he slowly gets her out of the mindset that she's worthless and begins to hold herself in a little higher, with higher esteem, or not really sure what the word for that is either. It's too early in the morning, people. My brain isn't working. Fintan is the first to fall here. It takes Brianna some time to open up. And just to be clear, Brianna is not the only one changing when this relationship actually starts. There are also changes to Fintan. He becomes more patient, respectful, and a deeper thinker because he needs to, help her through this stuff. But, sorry, Brianna, this man is stubborn as heck. That doesn't change. Okay, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video and are satisfied with Brianna's design. If you have any suggestions for her, I am all ears. As you can see, she is still technically in creation, in loading, in whatever the heck the word is that I can't seem to find. Whatever. Just, if you have any suggestions, I'm all ears. Before I leave, I was actually kind of wondering, out of the Cursed gang, the characters that you've seen the most, that have done speed paint stuff, they're the ones that show up in animatics, who do you think is the most powerful? Because I haven't really told anyone who the most powerful is, or specifically told you what everyone's power is either. So I'm kind of curious as to who people think is the most powerful. But thanks for watching, and hopefully see you next week. Bye!